Look back into a world where people lived without science, without instruments, without measurement, a world where every change could decide the fate of an entire community. A storm could destroy the crops, an illness could appear without warning, and the unknown turned the future into a place where hope and fear lived side by side. Yet people noticed something essential. The world was not chaos. It had rhythms. It had repetitions. It had signs. The stars returned to the same places. Birds followed the same paths. Rivers rose and fell in familiar cycles. Nature was not unpredictable. It was a book that could be read, and those who watched long enough learned how to read it. This is how the earliest forms of prediction were born. Simple observations passed from one generation to the next. A shared memory that turned experience into a strategy for survival. In ancient Egypt, the sky became an instrument. Priests watched the appearance of the star called Sirius, a moment so precise that it predicted the rising waters of the Nile. They had no formulas, yet they understood a stable relationship between a point in the sky and the rhythm of life. In Mesopotamia, scribes created the first archives of the world, clay tablets holding years of observations about the heavens, the weather, the harvests, and political decisions. They did not know modern theories, but they saw patterns connecting events. The world became a network of signs. In ancient China, prediction became a moral duty. People believed that the harmony of the sky reflected the harmony of the empire. An eclipse could warn the ruler. A wrong calendar could destabilize the state. Astronomers protected not only knowledge, but order itself. And in Greece, prediction became dialogue. People traveled for days to ask the oracles for guidance, not for numbers, but for interpretation. Short answers that shaped their fears and hopes. Some modern voices suggest that these oracles worked like early information centers, gathering stories, news, and fragments of collective knowledge. But the world began to change. Curiosity moved from symbols to structure, from divine messages to natural laws. Precise calendars appeared. Astronomy became measurable. Mathematics became a language that described nature. For the first time, the future seemed calculable. Johannes Kepler discovered that planets do not move in perfect circles, but in ellipses governed by strict rules. The sky was no longer a mystery, but a mechanism shaped by order. Galileo Galilei showed that the motion of objects could be understood through experiments that anyone could verify. Observation became a method, a bridge between experience and truth. Isaac Newton united the heavens and the earth in one elegant theory. The same force that pulls an object downward governs the orbits of the planets. For the first time in history, the world appeared completely predictable. But this confidence was shaken by the theory of chaos. It showed that some systems are so sensitive that the smallest change at the beginning can create completely different outcomes. The future could be anticipated, but never controlled. Order and uncertainty existed together. Then began the age of learning machines. In the year 1958, Frank Rosenblatt created the perceptron, the first system able to adjust itself through examples. It was simple, but the idea was revolutionary. In the year 1997, a machine defeated a world chess champion. Not through deep understanding, but through enormous analytical power. The true turning point came in the year 2012. A modern model recognized images with unprecedented accuracy. It marked the beginning of an era in which machines started to see patterns invisible to us. In the year 2016, a system played the game Go and produced moves that masters called not of this world. It did not rely on calculation alone. It learned. It adapted. It refined its strategy through countless self-play sessions until it surpassed human intuition. Today, these systems are everywhere. In medicine, they analyze images with remarkable precision. In engineering, they predict failures before they appear. In science, they discover patterns in vast oceans of data. And in the year 2020, one such model predicted the three-dimensional shape of proteins, solving a problem open for more than 50 years. To understand why they are so effective, we must look inside them. These networks do not memorize. They learn. They begin by recognizing simple lines, then shapes, then objects, then relationships. Shallow layers detect edges and contrasts. Deep layers build meaning. With every mistake, they adjust their internal connections. And with every adjustment, their predictions grow clearer. But the most important part is not inside the machine. It is inside us. Ancient people received an answer and accepted it. We receive a prediction and we can act. If a system sees a medical risk, we can intervene early. If it anticipates a mechanical failure, we can prevent an accident. If it detects a dangerous trend, we can change direction. Modern prediction is not a verdict. It is a warning. It is a possibility. It is an invitation to choose. No system can remove uncertainty. The future is not a fixed sentence. It is a sketch, and its final shape depends on what we decide to do.